Hello, this chemistry graded authentic task video is made by Chunjia, Jungwei, and Kevin. So what is this video about? It is to investigate the rate of corrosion of the two limestone structures of the world, namely the Taj Mahal and the Colosseum by acid rain. In this video, we will cover the following variables that might affect the rate of corrosion due to acid rain. Number 1. Temperature. Number 2. Concentration. And number 3. Surface area. From my research online, I found that the average temperature in India, Agra, is 22.2 degrees Celsius, and the average temperature in Italy, Rome, is 21.25 degrees Celsius. From the data we collected, we can see that India, Agra, on average is hotter than Italy, Rome. My hypothesis is that a hotter temperature will lead to a faster rate of reaction. If my hypothesis is true, the Taj Mahal, by theory, will be eroding at a faster rate compared to the Colosseum. The above setup is to test the rate of reaction with the independent variable as temperature. One of the setup is in room temperature, while the other one is warmed using a Bunsen burner. Through this experiment, I found out that the setup with the one that was heated gave out more carbon dioxide than the one at room temperature. When the temperature is increased, the kinetic energy of the reactant particle increases, thus the particle moves faster. Thus, the frequency of collisions between the reactant particles in the setup increases, and as a result, the frequency of efficient collisions also increases. This will result in a faster rate of reaction. Thus, there is more carbon dioxide produced. Now, let's move on to the next variable, concentration, where Chunxia will talk to you more about it.
We will be moving on to concentration. We researched on air quality in Rome, Italy, and in Uttar Pradesh, India, as two major air pollutants include sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide, which contributes to acid rain. From what we researched, air pollution in Uttar Pradesh, India is 78.57, while in Rome, Italy, it is 70.33. Both are considered high, but Uttar Pradesh has a higher air pollution level, thus concentration of acid rain there might be higher. Our hypothesis is the higher the concentration of acid, the faster the rate of reaction. The constants of our experiment procedures are the mass of eggshells used and the volume of a solution in each flask. Our experiment setup for the more concentrated vinegar solution is as shown in this picture. Our experiment setup for the less concentrated vinegar solution is as shown in the picture above. In the less concentrated vinegar setup, no change was observed, but there was visible slight effervescence. For the more concentrated vinegar setup, there was an increase in 2 cm3 of gas. So the conclusion is the higher the concentration, the faster the rate of reaction. In a concentrated solution of vinegar, there is a larger number of reactant particles per unit volume, so there is a higher frequency of collisions between reactant particles, and there is a higher frequency of effective collisions, so there will be a faster reaction. When there is a faster reaction, there is more carbon dioxide produced in 5 minutes. In a less concentrated solution of vinegar, there is a smaller number of reactant particles per unit volume, so there is a lower frequency of collisions between reactant particles, and there is a lower frequency of effective collisions. So there will be a slower reaction and lesser carbon dioxide is produced in 5 minutes.
Hi, I'm Jomeng and I'm here to talk to you about surface area. These are the two sites that we'll be comparing. From my background research, I found out that the surface area of the Taj Mahal is smaller than that of the Colosseum. Sum the experiment as follows. Sum the experiment as follows. These are the difference between the surface areas of both of the eggshells. Both petri dishes weighed 2.407 grams, while being of different surface area. The independent variable is the surface area of eggshells, and which affects the volume of carbon dioxide produced. Some of the constants are weight of eggshells, amount of vinegar, amount of time given, temperature, identical apparatus, and type of eggshells. Here are the steps to set up the experiment. Here are the steps to set up the experiment. Here's my hypothesis and the stoichiochemistry equation. I also managed to find out how much eggshells are needed to see a visible change in air level. Here are the results. I drew a best fit line and my hypothesis was proven from my experimental. However, if we were given more time, the experimental results will look more like this. Here is how the molecules look like. And next, let's view the animation. Here is the explanation on how surface area affects the rate of reaction. Here is the explanation on how surface area affects the rate of reaction. All three factors are higher at the Taj Mahal, hence rate of corrosion at Taj Mahal is higher than that of Colosseum. Thank you.